Hi, my name is Shayla Hamady, and I'm gonna walk you through how I made my song You're Better Off Dead, because a lot of people are wanting to know about the strings, how I did it, what I was doing, what I was using. And so here you go. We're gonna cut right to the chase here. Let's walk through here. So I actually did use Mixcraft to create this song. I know that's crazy. I just recently moved to Logic, but when I made the song, which was about over a year ago, I was still using Mixcraft, which may or may not blow your mind. I really want to focus in on a couple of things here rather than the drums, because the drums are kind of a simple pattern. You've heard them. We've all heard them. I used Omni Sampler. I imported, kicks, snares, and hats from Splice, but that's not the fun part here. If you are wanting to listen to the song, don't forget all my links are down in the description. This song is called You Are Better Off Dead. It is on all platforms off my new album, Passionate Distortion, that launched on the 6th of March, which was yesterday. So the bass line here is really interesting. I really fell in love with that bass line, and that was when I had the plugin Arcade. I do not have Arcade anymore. I made sure to mix the MIDI into an audio track because in case they took that bass line away, because I don't have Arcade anymore. So, but the MIDI looks something like this. Very simple. Alright, and like I said, we're going along here. We're getting to the very interesting things because I think this will be very cool and interesting. Okay, now that you've heard the strings on their own, I will open up some of these for you. So I don't have any, I've been trying to learn music theory, but that has nothing to do with what I created here. Like I made this, like I said, a little over a year ago now. This plugin is amazing. I love doing string pieces. I love cinematic, soundtracks, and that's why I based my album around kind of doing that. Like that was a big part of the project. I am so inspired by Hans Zimmer, and I love the way that he makes you feel something entirely peaceful, but so like your heart just catches on fire or something. Like it's just my soul. I feel like it's just speaking directly to my soul as opposed to like going through my ears. I know that's so dramatic, but that's the truth. This song is a powerhouse for me. This is my I dug my key into the side. Like this is that type of song for me. Like you're better off dead without me. Like I would only hold you back because I'm trying to be successful. I'm trying to get that money. I'm trying to be the baddest bitch I can. And if I have you, that's kind of weighing me down. I don't need you, but you also don't need me. It can be taken in either way, to be honest with you. I used Ample Guitar 2, and I used, let's look at this. Look at how nuts. It's automatically doing like an arpeggio type situation. I used Strummer here. I use this option called Strummer, and you can see, like I said, this is light version. So this was free. This plugin is free, and it played this sort of sound when I played. Here, you can look at this. when I played these chords and notes. Here, this is the MIDI. And I loved how it sounded. So isn't that nuts, you guys? And it made this perfect tone. This is also one that was just playing those chords, but is not automated like the other one is. So there's no strummer on here. It's just playing the chords. And then we also have this guitar here to play certain notes for the melody. I loved that melody, so obviously I kept it in there. That's also using Ample Guitar Lite version, people. You don't need to have money. This just shows you. Now this is a good reminder to mix some of your MIDI files, if not all of them, to an audio track, because you never know when the plugin's going to mess up, when it's not going to load, when your free trials are going to end if you're not keeping up on them. I use it in Logic now, so it's fine. But when I produced this, I still had the old version. And so it was playing these cello notes, and I had to export them to audio files. And I thankfully saved those audio files so you can still hear the cello even though it's not playing with the plugin. See here. But these are the notes that are playing. And like I said, I used Labs, and it was the cello plugin on Labs. I'm obsessed with Labs. I've said it before. I'll say it again. If this inspires somebody, just know that I do not have any education on music theory. I do this by ear. I know there are a lot of people that do that, so like I'm not really all that unique, but I still think it's cool. I use the feeling. I literally just use the feeling. I'm like, that sounds amazing. I'm gonna go with that, and that's the way that we roll. So you can hear these two together. I would love to show you how I did the transition, and be sure to watch part 2 that I'll be releasing after this to show you how I did the transition from this song to the interlude, which is called Who Am I? Again, this is all in my album. You can find the link down below. So in that video, I'll be showing you the next part, how I transitioned from these strings to the next strings. So these were all using, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, BBC Symphony Orchestra. This is another plugin made from Spitfire or Labs. I don't know what they're called now, but I use this a lot, and I manifesting the day that I get the full version. But both my computers cannot handle the full version of the orchestra because there's so many. It's such a large plugin file. But one day I'm gonna have the system that can handle it, and we're gonna create whole Hans Zimmer masterpieces. Okay, we are going to listen to these strings on their own, and you're going to hear how beautiful they are. They're beautiful. They're beautiful. Okay. this is the MIDI for that. As for what I start out with, what sounds right, I believe I started with these cellos up here and then played off of that. I do it one at a time, and then I play through each one and just go until I feel it sounds right. We have the viola in here as well. That's from BBC. And those trombones, like those trombones. The violas are also being played in here. And it's so beautiful. It is just so beautiful. And you can see the MIDI here. No samples. I need you guys to fully grasp how I put this together. Because with all of, you know, sampling and not basic sampling. I love basic sampling. But, you know, some people are just dragging loops into these programs and like it doesn't hit you the same level of excitement as seeing somebody do it piece by piece like this. We have violins, violas, cellos, trombones, the bass. Like, it's so beautiful how it all came together, and I'm even mind blown by myself. Like, I get so much imposter syndrome when I look at this. Now for the voiceover that's in there, I wanted to show you where I got it from. I heard this TED Talk and it really resonated with me because the album is about passion. It's about my anger and, you know, letting that free regardless of who is going to hear my anger, who's going to hear my rage, who's going to hear my voice. Regardless of that, that's the passion that's within you. You can't fight it anymore. You're letting it out. So that's the extremely passion in me. So I saw this TED Talk from Soraya Shamali, which I didn't know who they were before this. I just saw the power of women's anger, and I was like, okay, let me like listen to this. And then once I heard it, I was like, I have to include this in the album because this is exactly what the album's about. This is and what that specific song really kind of channeled into. It's like it's having that emotion in you and, you know, not letting a man affect that. So I encourage you to look up this TED Talk from Soraya Shamali and, you know, watch it, and then you can even think other things when you listen to the song now. So I have her in there and I'll play that for you right now.
The issue is that societies that don't respect women's anger don't respect women. The real danger of our anger isn't that it will break bonds or plates. It's that it exactly shows how seriously we take ourselves, and we expect other people to take us seriously as well. When that happens, chances are very good that women will be able to smile when they want to.
Is it copywritten? Probably, but I was willing to take that risk because it fits so perfectly, and I was hoping maybe that she would see it and maybe she would like the song too. So I'm taking that risk for now. But I mean, if any of you know Soraya Shamali, show her this song, show her that she's in it. Hopefully she'll be excited about it because I was really inspired by her. This is my song, You Are Better Off Dead. Thank you for coming through to this walkthrough. If you're interested in seeing how this transitioned to the next song on my album, Passionate Distortion, check out the next video. Peace. Stay extremely passionate, y'all.